ESPN 1240 and online at WBBW.com. Wrong way.
Yeah, I'm adjusting.
Adjust.
I'm adjusting. I think we're good now. I had it a little hot.
A little hot.
I think you're good now.
Live at the Eastwood Mall, and right now in studio, we have Greg from the 360 Sportsnet. He's hanging out with Ellis right now. Greg, you there?
Yes, I am, and it's my regular Thursday feature here. I'm real happy to be here with Youngstown's #1 sports station here at WBBW.
Yeah.
Oh, you made us blush.
Well, I feel like I should take you out to dinner now.
I'm available.
Hey, can we talk fantasy? Because I need help.
Yeah.
I'm on a 3-game losing streak.
Oh, my.
That's what I said. I'm looking at my team right now, and I don't know what. Well, I know what happened last week. Forte was on a bye, and so was LeGarrette Blount. Now, LeGarrette Blount, they say he's playing this week. Am I okay to start him?
Yeah, LeGarrette Blount's going to have a monster game. He's rested. His injury's been taken care of. I think this guy is going to have a great game. I'm expecting probably anywhere between 14 to 17 points out of him.
Also on my team, my receivers this week I got going Fitzgerald and Bo. I keep getting more and more worried about Fitzgerald. He's only got me 2 touchdowns this year, and now Cobb might not play. Is he still worth starting right now?
Fitzgerald is always worth starting. I mean, the day you set the Freak Part 2 down is the day that you basically concede your football season itself. Larry Fitzgerald is somebody you just you got to keep him playing no matter what. Granted,
Okay.
Kevin Cobb has not helped the cause by any means out there. But with that said, though, you definitely need to keep Fitzgerald going. What you need to take a look at, though, are possibly some other receivers that could be on the waiver wire out there or just sitting out there in free agency that we might want to take a look at to kind of help you a little bit along the way.
Well, I was going to ask you about my flex position. I have 2 options on my team. I don't know who to start because I got Mike Williams at Tampa Bay against New Orleans, or I have Victor Cruz, who's streaky, but it's against that Patriots defensive backfield.
You know what? Victor Cruz would probably be a really, really decent pickup, only because, well, we saw basically what Antonio Brown did to the Patriots backfield, and the Patriots aren't going to be able to fix that pretty quickly. And and of course, Eli Manning, I think, is a better quarterback than Ben Roethlisberger, and Victor Cruz is you got a nice connection there with Eli Manning. So I would feel pretty comfortable playing Cruz.
So you would play Cruz in the flex?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, making all changes accordingly, Greg.
Actually, for a tight end, if you're looking for a tight end position, Jake Ballard out there is going to have, I think, a decent game against the Patriots as well. And Jake Ballard had 16 targets last week. He had caught 12 passes for 209 yards and a touchdown. And, of course, we saw how Heath Miller was played by the Steelers against the Patriots, so I expect a lot of Jake Ballard out there as well.
Is it me, or is this year it's really been bad as far as running backs, especially if you need one on the waiver wire?
Yeah, it goes back to what I've been saying all along. I mean, you have about maybe 8 to 10 really decent running backs, and then the rest are just like, well, okay, But yeah, right now it is a little weak out there on the running back positions itself. I mean, Cleveland's going to be featuring Chris Ugbayana. I think that's how you say his name. If Hillis disappears, I'm not sure what's going on there. I try to stay away from the Cleveland running back situation because it doesn't give me any points either way. So, Roy Helu would be somebody else to maybe take a look at. Javon Ringer would be somebody else to take a look at with Chris Johnson's production down. Actually, what's interesting here, Ringer saw the same number of touches as Chris Johnson last week, which was 14 touches.
There's a lot of people calling for him to be the main back there now.
Yeah. And you know what? If you're in a bind and you need a running back, Javon Ringer has 99.3% availability in most leagues out there right now.
What about Tashard Choice, picking him up off waivers? Is that worth it if he's out there?
You know what? Once again, he's in the Redskins uniform. You have Roy Helu out there. You've got it's running back by committee. Tashard Choice never showed anything of any great importance in Dallas. I would feel more comfortable with Helu than I would Tashard Choice.
Mm-hmm.
So Hilo's a proven commodity right now. In week number 4, Shanahan. Well, let's put it this way. And then you also, I'm reading my notes as I'm talking, and obviously I can't chew gum and walk at the same time, and I can't read.
Neither can we.
So no, Ryan Terrain has looked bad since week number 4, and this is my point about Roy Helu. Shanahan is going to make a move, and I think it's going to be more toward Helu than it's going to be toward Tashard Choice. And Helu's available in most leagues as well.
Greg, I have a question about running backs also, and you just mentioned him. I have Javon Ringer on my bench, and I kind of need somebody for my flex. So would he be somebody good to throw in there over, I would say maybe DeLone Carter or anybody like that? Because I have McFadden, but it looks like he's not going to play.
Yeah, D-Mac's going to be out. Actually, is Michael Bush available?
I don't believe he is.
Because Michael Bush would be an awesome play in Oakland, because Oakland's going to need to have a running game in order for Carson Palmer to be successful out there. I feel pretty comfortable with Javon Ringer, to be honest with you. Probably more so than Deloney Carter, only because of the fact that he had the same number of touches as Chris Johnson last week, and they're trending more toward Ringer right now. So, in a flex position, T.J. Hushmanzada might be somebody to take a look at as well as a wide receiver to be put in a flex position. He's got a nice rapport with Carson Palmer out there, and that's somebody else you might want to take a look at off the waiver wire.
How about a quarterback? I have Matthew Stafford, but he's on the bench. Obviously, he's not. It's a bye week. Is there anybody out there you think would be a nice sleeper for quarterbacks?
Matt Castle. I love this guy. Watching that game against San Diego, Castle's the man. As a matter of fact, Castle will put you up beaucoup points.
That's not a bad idea. He's available. Maybe you're playing Miami too, right?
Oh yeah. Set yourself up for success. Pick up Castle and also pick up Baldwin as well. Baldwin is going to be a monster. He's going to have a monster game out there.
Do you think if you're looking for a quarterback on your bench, Andy Dalton's worth picking up and stuffing on the bottom?
The Red Rifle, no doubt about it. This guy, I like this guy. He's nifty. He's got a nice rapport with these young receivers. He's going to get you points. Yeah. He's not going to get you a lot of points, but he's consistent, and that's the thing I like about him. And especially with fantasy football, you want consistency. One of the things that I got picked up on mercilessly by many of my critics out there is I love Eli Manning because Eli Manning is consistent. This guy constantly puts up 15 to 20 points on a regular basis. He'll throw a lot of picks and all that type of stuff. He'll hurt you a little bit, but at the end of the day, you're going to get 15 to 20 points out of this guy at least. Now he's obviously putting more points up. Dalton is going to be the same type of quarterback. He's emerging, he's growing, and this guy, he's somebody that's special over there in Cincinnati. He can help you.
But before we let you go, because we got a Sports Center to get to, give us a couple names floating on the waiver wire maybe we haven't talked about that people might want to look at if they're looking at help for these bye weeks.
All right, a couple names real quick. Brandon LaFell. He's the wide receiver number 2 over there in Carolina. He had in 8 games, he had 17 receptions for 276 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's getting a lot of looks by Cam Newton. Jason Hill is getting a lot of looks by Blaine Gabbert right now. He's had 3 touchdowns in the past 7 games, 19 receptions for 306 yards. As far as, some other help out there, Jonathan Baldwin, of course, Javon Ringer, Michael Crabtree. If you haven't picked up Crabtree yet, get him. This guy, he's had 5 catches for 54 yards and a touchdown versus Cleveland. And he's hauled in a combined 21 passes in 4 games. Alex Smith is going to him quite a bit. Tight end Brent Selleck. If you need a good defense, Cincinnati's defense scored 24 points versus the Seahawks. And this defense has had no fewer than 14 points in 3 straight games. The Cincinnati defense is for real and could cause some problems for the Steelers. I hope the Steelers don't fall asleep and get into a trap game with that. Of course, you could tell I'm a Steelers fan, but we won't tell anybody.
All right, Greg, well, before we let you go, let's plug the website and what you guys are all about and tell everyone about you.
Yeah, 360 Sports Network at blogspot.com. Easiest way to avoid all the Blogspot stuff is just Google 360 Sports Network. We cover everything. We want your opinions. We got a Twitter feed going on. Right now we're looking for some writers, too. So if you feel that you want to write for us and get featured, we're growing, we're expanding. Give us a holler. Shoot us an email. We have a comment section there. We'd love to hear from you, and it's all about the fans. That's what we're all about here.
All right, Greg, we appreciate it as always. Thanks for all the input. Ryan and I are doing everything you told us right now.
I picked up Baldwin.
Oh, he's available.
He was. I couldn't believe it.
He'll do you well.
And I moved Cruz up to my flex. I took out Mike Williams, and I moved up Cruz to my flex.
Good deal.
All right. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, man.
And then we'll see how it goes. Thanks a lot, Greg. We appreciate it.
Anytime. Thanks so much.
All right. We're going to take a break here. Sports Center coming up. We'll be right back. It's Ryan and Christian live at the Eastwood Mall on ESPN 1240.